Kale had always known he was disposable. When the expedition crew left him aboard the derelict alien relic ship orbiting the desolate moon, he didn't even get a goodbye. Just a brief garbled message over the comm. Try to fix the core, Kale. If not, well, good luck. The ship, once belonging to some ancient alien civilization, was thought dead. No power, no signals. Just a decaying husk with strange carvings and deep echoing chambers. He should have known something was off. The walls pulsed with low energy. The air was heavy but breathable. And deep in the belly of the ship, a low growl echoed not mechanical, not natural, living. Kale had 3 days of rations and one half-broken toolkit. His first day was spent reconnecting power to one of the terminals. That's when the logs confirmed it. The ship had been a menagerie, a royal zoo of sorts for a long-dead alien empire. And the star exhibit? Draconic Species 7. It was a poor translation, but the video feeds told the rest. Massive winged creatures, dragon-like, held in shimmering stasis fields. Biological weapons or sacred beasts. He wasn't sure. He did know this. The stasis field had been off for decades, and something big still moved in the lower engine chambers. By the second day, hunger and fear gnawed at him. The sound of claws on metal had become his lullaby. He found claw marks, long and scorched, along the access doors. They were watching. He sealed the engine room entrance and stayed near a terminal, until the terminal began blinking. Not a system error. A message. You are not prey. Kale froze. He tapped the screen, fingers trembling. Who are you? The response came in strange pulses of text. Not language. Mind. Taste you. You are not like the others. By nightfall, they came, 2 of them, massive, scaled. One was red-black, with eyes like molten stars. The other was pale, almost ghostly blue, with scars on its wings. They didn't roar or charge. They watched him, curiously, warily. Kale lifted his hands. I'm not here to hurt you, the red one growled, but the blue one stepped forward. You speak, not scream. Good. The voice wasn't in his ears. It was in his mind, direct and ancient. He blinked. You can understand me? We taste thoughts. Language is meat of meaning. I'm Kale. We are Norak. I am Savax. This is Rend. He pointed at the red one, who rumbled. They could have killed him, but they didn't. Instead, they watched him fix a reactor panel. They sniffed the tools, tilted their heads when he soldered a line. When the backup lights returned, Ren gave a curious trill that sounded suspiciously like a laugh. Kale couldn't help it. You like that, huh? You make the blood of the ship stir. You heal it. Savax curled his long body around the maintenance deck, like a protective wall. We slept for 1,000 suns. Alone, waking to rot in quiet. You are warm, different. On the 4th day, the crew returned. Their ship hovered nearby. A message crackled through. Kale, we're coming to pick up your body, assuming there's anything left. Got bored waiting for you to die. He didn't answer. He was too busy welding a stabilizer plate, while Savax nuzzled the side of his head like a cat twice the size of a truck. When the human team docked and walked in with stun guns and nets, they found Kale seated on a support beam, sipping reclaimed water, leaning against Ren's massive flank. You abandoned me, he said flatly. Figured I was dragging food? The crew leader, a greasy man named Varn, blinked. You're alive? And they didn't eat you? Were those things? Savax stepped forward, smoke curling from her nostrils. You abandoned the healer. Weak minds. Prey minds. The humans pointed their weapons. Ren growled. The temperature in the room rose. Stand down, Kale shouted. They're not animals. They're sentient. They saved me. They talk. Varn sneered. Doesn't matter. They're a payday. Exotic xenos like that? Worth millions. He fired a stun bolt. Savax deflected it with her wing. Ren lunged forward, but Kale stood in the way. No. The dragons froze. Kale turned to Varn. You're not taking them. You can't stop me. I'm not going with you either. I'd rather die on this ship with them than ride with cowards who left me to be eaten alive. There was silence. Then Savax lowered her head beside him. He stays. You leave. Varn's crew backed off, muttering. The ship departed. Kale stood in the hangar, watching their silhouette vanish into stars. He turned to the dragons. Looks like I'm staying. Ren rumbled approvingly and gave him a small, almost teasing lick across his face. You are home now, Savax murmured. In the weeks that followed, Kale worked with the dragons. They taught him the old ship's layout, the living veins of the vessel. He repaired broken conduits. In turn, the ship awakened. Doors began to open. Heat returned and old systems hummed to life. The ship wasn't just a prison. It was a sanctuary. The dragons were its heart, and Kale had become its soul. One evening, curled in a nest Ren had crafted from old insulation and metal webbing, Kale stared at the stars. I used to think I didn't matter, he whispered. Savax blinked, luminous eyes warm. You fixed more than metal, Kale. You fixed us. You gave meaning again. He smiled a rare, full smile. Guess I wasn't dragon food after all. Ren snorted. You're dragon family.